Welcome, everybody. I'm Jabby Kaway, joined by Julia WEIN, or Julia Wine. We'll find out today, depending on how Julia Wine feels about wine. Do you like wine? Great answer.
Yeah.
So
depends on the night.
We're watching TheOdd1sOut, scams that should be illegal. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, the all notifications, and vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. If you haven't already, also subscribe to TheOdd1sOut. There's a link in the description below. Click on that link. Please give the original video an upvote. Subscribe to him from there. And thank you, TheOdd1sOut. Really appreciate you allowing us to do this reaction. And Julia Wine is on the social media.
Progressively get more and more like obscure with the name.
Julia Red.
Yeah. A little Pinot Noir.
Julia Noir.
Ooh.
You like that?
I don't hate it.
Okay, so the reason I chose this, by the way, is just because she's a twin, apparently. I didn't know that.
I'm a twin. Surprise.
Yeah.
There's two of us.
Yeah.
We're fraternal. But
I didn't know if I was, hanging with Julia or with Grulia. What's her name?
No, her name is Carly.
Carly.
She is 3 minutes older than me.
Me and my twin sister used to share a single Neopet account, which was a dumb decision because it was completely free to make a second Neopet account, and we already struggled at sharing things in the non-virtual world. But the reason we co-ran our Neopet account was because we didn't want to put our pets through a divorce, and because we wanted to save up our Neopoints for a paintbrush. For those of you who grew up with real video games, in Neopets, a paintbrush was a super rare item that would change your Neopet's appearance based off the paintbrush you used.
Wow.
There were
Cool.
Christmas paintbrushes, baby paintbrushes, Guy Fieri paintbrushes, and an invisible paintbrush that just turned your Neopet invisible. Why? When I said that paintbrushes were a rare item, I meant it. You see, your average Neopet paintbrush would sell for about 1 to 2 million Neopoints, and the most me and my sister had ever saved up was about 100,000. Why did you spend $3K on food? We're trying to get paintbrushes! It was Flower 67's birthday, and you spent $4K getting that stupid jacket! The jacket is cool and you know it! One day, my sister went searching in the back alleys of the internet for other ways to obtain a paintbrush, and she stumbled upon this website that said, get free paintbrushes. And all she had to do was enter in her username and password, and they'd send us a
Social
fairy
Security
paintbrush.
number.
Ooh. And in a moment of desperation, she entered in the login details of our shared account into a shady website, and you'll never guess what happened next. We log into our account, and there were 3 fairy paintbrushes in our inventory, and just kidding, we got hacked. And we lost all 100,000 of our Neopoints, and we never got the paintbrush we were promised.
I feel
But
sad for
we learned
them.
a valuable lesson that day, which was people will try to scam you, so trust no one. We were lucky enough to only lose virtual money, but some people aren't that lucky. On the internet, you have to deal with people trying to scam you constantly.
Right now, at least once a day,
penguins.
I see comments on my YouTube videos of people going, oh, Jabby, someone pretending to be you and scam me. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because the thing about it is I block those people, but then it's very easy to just go and create a new YouTube account and start the scam all over again. And at a certain point, I can't focus on that and make the videos at the same time. I just gotta make the videos, and y'all gotta just watch yourselves.
Let this be an announcement. If it's not coming from this account, it's not real.
Exactly. It's like if it looks like some weird version of my name with like multiple digits attached to it, it's obviously not. Why would you trust that?
There's probably comments underneath this very video of people using my name and profile picture saying,
There you go.
click on this link and get a free gift card.
There you
And they
go.
always use a stupid amount of emojis so their comment sticks out more. I thought it was
Exactly.
obvious that those comments were fake, but some
Exactly.
people still fall for them. Listen,
Exactly.
we need to get one thing straight about our relationship. If I ever use this many emojis, I want you to shoot me. Scammers like to target non-tech savvy people, or what I like to call babies and baby boomers. There's a lot of things you can do to help prevent people from taking advantage of you on the internet, but my rule of thumb is that if something sounds too good to be true, it is. No one's giving out free gift cards, your long-lost uncle didn't wire transfer you money, and you can't get free paintbrushes.
The scams are getting so frighteningly specific.
Yeah. Have you been hacked before?
No.
I have.
What do you mean? What happened?
My Venmo. And I still have not been able to reactivate my account, but someone like posed as customer service for Venmo. They made it very legit. They had sent themselves money from my account. And you know how you can like comment on a Venmo transaction? I clicked on it and you couldn't comment on it. You couldn't like it. And I was like, I didn't send this. So I caught it very quickly, which I'm grateful for, but I have yet to be able to reactivate my Venmo. So just be careful. No corporation will reach out to you if something's wrong with your account. It's your responsibility to fix it. and I learned that the hard way.
Wow. So what happened to my friend was, I'm talking about my friend Charles. Charles's mother called him, freaking out, like, where's your son? Where's your son? Where's my grandson? Is he in jail? And he's like, what? What are you talking about? His mom got called saying that she needed to hand over money for her son's bailout.
Did they say the grandson's name?
No. I think that what they sort of did was bait her in saying
Like,
something.
hey, do you have a grandson?
I think they somehow knew that she had a grandson, and then
Okay.
they tricked her and tried to, they tried to get money out of her. But thankfully, she was savvy enough to not hand over money yet. But
Yeah.
still, it's like there's a lot of people who get scammed that way. It's frightening.
Don't you have to be in person to pay someone's bill, or is that? I don't.
Yeah, but still, even so, it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Can't cheat the system. That's just life, man. Also, if you ever get a pop-up saying your computer has a virus, call this number to fix it. Don't. A guy with an Indian accent named Jason will charge you real money to fix the virus, but won't do anything. Because you never had a virus in the first place. But those are all illegal scams. People go to jail over...
To be fair, though, I mean, a lot of tech support is Indian anyway, so that's why you could get fooled into thinking that something is, like, legit. Because there are scam organizations in India, but a lot of tech support is also in India.
So I have a trick. I don't know how to describe it without having the actual sound, but I've found that when I get scam calls, I'll pick up, I'll say hello, there's a pause for a second, and then there's a very distinctive, like, beeping noise that comes on before they start talking. So if you hear like a little bloop, and then someone starts talking, hello, they're not real.
Okay.
It's a scam.
But those are all illegal scams. People go to jail over those scams. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of families suffer from it every year. However, there are some scams that are, for some unknown reason, completely legal. And frankly, I think we should reopen Alcatraz for the people who do these scams. So here's my list for the top 4 legal scams that shouldn't be legal. The first legal scam is mobile games. I was doing a show with this 9-year-old kid named Araya, and in the show he was going to punch me like this. And one day while we were listening, Araya asked me, "Can I play some games on your phone?" So I gave him my phone, and his dad told me, "Hey man, I don't even trust my kid with my phone." And I thought, what's the worst thing he can do besides tweet something or delete my YouTube channel? But he did something so much worse. He downloaded a free game, and inside the game, you could buy a VIP member version that gave you extra lives and more skins. The thing that was a scam was that the app gave you the VIP member free for 3 days, then charged you $6 a week. That's $1 a day, not including Thursdays, to play some stupid mobile game. It's more expensive than a Netflix subscription and a tasty, hot and ready $5 Little Caesars pizza. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, yeah, that's a ridiculous price for a mobile game, but that's not a scam. They tell you how much it's going to cost right there on the screen. But here's the thing. Roughly 0 people bought the VIP member pass because they were fans of the game and didn't mind the price. No one is willing to pay a weekly bill for a game where all you do is this. But 100% of the people who paid for the subscription are kids using their parents' phone and bought the VIP pass because they have no concept of money. And you don't even have to enter in your credit card information, so it's easier for kids just to hit the purchase 6,000 gems button.
True.
It's
all
targeting
Apple
kids,
Pay.
and I don't like it. Scam. I wish I had the confidence of a mobile game developer to charge someone $312 a year to play their stupid game.
Yeah, that's
My proposal to
nuts.
fix this scam is to ban mobile games entirely in every...
Did you get the reference right there? The Bill reference?
No.
That reference right there is from Schoolhouse Rock. It's a show. It's from the 70s or something like that, but it like played a lot on TV still. Even when I was a kid, it would play. And so it's just interesting because I see that and I see your reaction not happening. And I'm like, oh, she doesn't know what that is. That's interesting.
Yikes.
Scam is to ban mobile games entirely and everyone play Tetris 99. Nintendo Online is cheaper than the VIP Club subscription anyway. The second legal scam is college.
What?
Textbooks. We live in a society where all human knowledge and misconceptions are contained on the internet. But if you print out that knowledge and bind up the pages, suddenly you made a best-selling book that people are required to buy. There are some textbooks that are just a CD or a code that you need a computer to even access the book, so what's the point of buying the textbook if you have a computer that's connected to the internet in the first place? And don't tell me that the books are better for people that don't have internet. I know you have an internet connection, because... Come on. My solution to this scam is to drop out and make YouTube videos. The third legal scam...
The college books thing is a real thing, though. There's supposed to be a system in place where you can buy a used book from, like, the previous whichever.
Yeah, but they made it illegal now.
That's stupid.
Because
That's so
people were
dumb.
saving money, so they made it illegal, I'm pretty sure. There used to be a website, and I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, you would be able to buy used textbooks, because realistically you only need it for the semester that you're in the class. And people caught on, so they got rid of the website, so you can't do it anymore.
That's terrible.
Which should be a scam.
Because college is cheap, you know.
Yeah. I didn't
Psychics.
go. So.
I don't want to debate whether or not psychics are real, because they're not.
Real.
My horoscope told me
real.
so. My belief is that no one can talk to dead people because we're not living in a cartoon. And it just makes me sick that there are psychics who are taking advantage of people who are grieving and are so desperate to talk to their loved ones again that they'll try anything, even paying people to lie to them. Ooh, I burned my finger on that hot take. Now, every psychic out there is trying to scam people. Most of them are. But I do think there are some psychics who legitimately believe that dead people use them as a vessel to talk to their living relatives. And in their 3 eyes, they are helping and giving their clients closure. I understand that a very small percentage of them are just trying to help. But it doesn't matter because they're all fake. My solution to this scam is that you don't pay a psychic unless they can guess how much money you're going to pay them. Should be close to 0, hopefully. And the last...
Have you ever...
No, I have not. But I would totally test them, too. I would be like, how much money's in my wallet right now?
I have been to a psychic. Well, I've been to a couple, but there was one. And let me tell you, she knew things that there's no way that she could have done. And I know some people are like, well, she just asks questions and then sees your reaction. No, because she predicted something that was going to happen to me within the next week. And it actually happened. And there was no way that she could have known.
Yeah, I guess I have to experience it for myself. And give me the number to that psychic. I will pay the money.
I have her number, and she literally changed my life in ways that I tell everyone about. I'm like, she's amazing. Everybody has to go see her, so I will literally give you her number.
I'll have like a little sound pack to record everything going on.
It's a funny story, actually, because my friend saw her years ago. She always was like, oh, there's this one psychic that I went to. I wish you had her number. She was like, it was so long ago, I never went. And I was walking down the street once, and there was a building for psychic readings. And I was like, I'm going to go in. And I called the number. I went to go see her. I was telling my friend about it. It was the same woman, because I was like, oh my God, I saw a psychic, and she changed my life. And I was describing her, and she was like, that's the same one that I was talking about from years ago. So she's legit. So I will say there are definitely psychic scammers, but some of them are real.
Oh, well, we'll see. Part 2 will come.
Multi-channel networks. Wait,
oh, yeah, that's real. Yeah.
It sounds like bridges being burned.
Yeah.
If the channel starts growing, you'll get contacted by a multi-channel network, or MCN. And they'll make empty promises that if you join their network, they can help your channel grow and earn more money.
Sounds
and they'll
like
brag
you
about
have
how many
some
people are in their
experience with
network,
this.
when really that
Twice.
just means there's less of a chance they'll care about you. And all you have to do to join is give them a percentage of your YouTube money every month. And once you sign your soul away, what a network will actually do is nothing.
Yeah.
Except take a cut of your money every month.
Yikes.
It's like showing your dog a tennis ball and then pretending to throw it, and then when the dog realizes he's chasing nothing, he's already signed a 3-year contract to keep chasing the fake ball. I know this last scam might not apply to everyone watching, but if this video helps at least one up-and-coming YouTuber to not join an MCN, then it will have been worth it.
I experienced that. The other YouTube channel, youtube.com/Synoddacy. When that channel first started to take off, and when I say take off, I mean like 9,000 subscribers or something, I got contacted by what looked to be a very, very, very reputable MCN. There was very good reason to believe it's reputable because and for all intents and purposes, it was. They had this huge location out in Culver City, and they were connected to a giant conglomerate company that owns everything. I've said enough. I think it was 15% of my money or 10% of my money. Maybe it was 10%. I can't remember exactly what the number was, but they were taking 10%. They literally didn't do anything at all for the majority of my 24-month relationship with them. They took 10% every month and didn't really do anything at all. Like, at all.
So you got out of it just because the contract ended?
So they signed me for an 18-month contract because that was the negotiation, because they wanted me for 2 years, and I talked them down to 18.
What would have happened if you broke contract? Could they have sued you?
I don't know what would have happened, but I wasn't willing to take a chance. It's like, it just seems so legit and everything like that. And the thing is, they get you because they go, if you don't opt out 30 days before the contract is up, we renew you for 6 months. I'm like, what? That's so shitty.
Yeah.
You know, because most people aren't paying attention.
Well, you live and learn.
So that's my list for the top 4 legal scams that should not exist and die. I don't think this video is going to actually change anything. People will always be greedy and try and get money any way they can. So if there's anything you should take away from this video, is that I'm giving away free gift cards description to claim your prize.
There's a lot of things that should be scams but aren't. And that was like a whole TikTok trend, and I loved watching the videos, but then it also started giving me such bad anxiety because I'm like, what is real?
Wait, what are you talking about?
There was a whole TikTok trend that was like, name something that you think should be a scam but isn't, and then people would duet the video and respond with like things that you in your brain are just like normal things that happen in a day to day, but then they like break down the origin story of it, and you're like, huh.
I see why I was giving you anxiety. I appreciate his transparency with himself and the potential result of this video, because he's like, I don't think this is going to change anything really, but I do feel the need to call this out. It could change something, but more than likely, like these things doesn't have an effect. It's more of cathartic going,
right.
This pisses me off, and you just say it. You just got it off your chest, and you feel like you did something at least, but simultaneously acknowledging that it's probably not actually accomplishing anything, I think is very honest with yourself and your audience. That's really cool.
Yeah. The way to create change is just by telling people the truth.
But definitely, like my brother, I've talked to him about joining an MCN again, because there are some advantages to them that YouTube will not allow its creators to have without being attached to an MCN, which is like the weirdest thing to me. I don't understand why you need to be part of an MCN for these particular YouTube features, but whatever. It's fine. It is what it is. But, we spread the word through the reaction there.
Yes.
Now more people know, about this stuff.
Don't join an MCN, I think. I don't know. Standing by my my stance that psychics should not be a scam. I believe in them.
There should be a rigorous approval process for psychics, like you went through psychic school or psychic.
Well, it's not. It's something that you can grow upon, but realistically, it's just kind of, you got to trust yourself enough to know whether or not they're being fake, so to speak. I don't know.
I feel like there should be a program in place. Like, okay, you want to be a psychic? How much money's in my pocket right now? Go through a series of questions that is rigorous, that they have to get at least 10 questions.
Yeah.
Like, if you have to get a driver's license just to participate in that responsibility, get a psychic license.
If there was like a definitive course that you could go through where you knew afterwards you would be able to have like psychic abilities, would you join that program?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, I think everybody would.
I think everyone would.
But
yeah.
it's less about gaining psychic abilities. It's supposed to be something you just have naturally. You're just connected. Okay, take this 10 questionnaire permit thing, exam thing. And
Permits, yeah.
Yeah, anyway. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Jabby Kouay. This is
Julia WEIN.
Peace out.